What's up, everybody? It is fight week. I'm here on Fight Island, and today we're going to talk to actor, producer. He was on that 70s show and currently stars in the #1 drama in the world, NCIS. And don't forget the big fight this weekend, UFC 253 live Saturday on ESPN Plus pay-per-view at 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Wilmer Valderrama will be with us here today. We're going to find out what he thinks about the fight. Let's see if he is on here. Why didn't you jump off the cliff? That was a long time ago, pal. But I still wouldn't jump off the cliff if I was there now. That's funny. Fez, yes. What's up, Donald Baldwin? How are you? Wilmer Valderrama. There you are, buddy. Didn't work. There he is.
Hey!
What's up, my friend?
I'm doing very good, my brother. How's everything? How are you feeling?
Everything's good, man. Out here on Fight Island, getting ready for the big fight this weekend between Costa and Adesanya. I believe personally that this is going to be the fight of the year. Stylistically, I love the way that these two match up. What do you think of the fight? Who do you think wins, and how do you think they win?
So here's what I mean. First of all, I'm wrong. I think that obviously these are two really exciting fighters. They're very explosive, and I think they're also just as fun to watch. These are two of my favorite fighters to watch today because of not just the style, but honestly, they're the way they go about. Because I think Costa is more like I think he's more an offensive fighter, and I think sometimes almost at all costs, right? He'll like take some dangerous shots just to get in, and I think that could either pay off or it could really cost him, And I think Adesanya, I mean, he's a defensive fighter, and I think his posture makes him look like a hunter. But he really, I think he provokes reactions so he can get a counter, And so I would say, decision. I think Adesanya gets decision. I think he plays it smart and he scores and gets there. And I think Costa's going to try to go out there knowing that he has to be the champion and he has to actually get, he has to get the best. He has to really get a KO. So if it's a KO, I'm going to give it to Costa. If it's decision, I'm going to say Adesanya for sure.
Okay, so you got Adesanya by decision.
I think so. But what do you think about that?
Yeah, listen, anything is possible. Who knows, man? You know how the sport is. Anything is possible. Anything can happen. I just think, I think Costa is going to come in guns a-blazing. He's never been 5 rounds before. He got injured, hasn't fought in a while. I agree. I don't see this thing going to a decision. I think somebody gets finished in this fight. I think that it's going to be wild and crazy. I think that it's going to be a slugfest. But Adesanya has answered all the questions that everybody's asked. What happens when he faces a wrestler? We saw that. What happens when he gets into deep water? We've seen that. He's been in the wars. He's done it all. I don't know. I just think this is going to be a guns a-blazing, knockdown, drag him out war. And I don't think it goes 5. But who the fuck knows with this sport?
I don't think you're absolutely right. I mean, we've been following the sport long enough to know that just when you thought you knew what movie you were watching, all of a sudden a different ending, Yeah.
Just when you think you know what you're talking about, something crazy happens.
It's like watching a Quentin Tarantino movie. You're like, what the fuck was this movie about?
Exactly.
But I think you're not wrong. I think that here's my thing, though. I will say that when Adesanya fought Anderson Silva, even though that was a respectful fight, I think that Anderson really kind of unveiled a couple of things that I wasn't expecting from Adesanya. I think that there was some young fighter mistakes that he made when it comes to defending and when approaching the fight. I mean, obviously you're fighting Anderson Silva. That is a very unpredictable fight on his own. But I really do think that Adesanya has what it takes. I mean, I don't know, man. I think Costa might get KO on this, and that would be crazy.
Yeah. Listen. That's the other thing too. Question that was answered about Adesanya. People think he didn't have any power, and he's knocked guys out too. So what I love about it, two undefeated badasses facing off in their prime for the title. It doesn't get any better than this. This is what fight fans live for, are fights like this weekend.
And to complement what you're saying, man, this fight also takes me back to the old school UFC, which is like two very different styles in one ring. Like who comes on top, I think you're looking like Costa, you're saying, which is a Mack truck coming at you the entire fight. And then you look at Adesanya, which is like a Zen master, and a character in there just, doing matrix work, this is a movie, you know what I mean? So I think you're absolutely right. I think this is going to be quite an explosive and a very telling fight because, I mean, there's a lot on the line for Adesanya too. I mean, this is his road to greatness too. I mean, he's predicted to be, the future of that division too.
I agree, brother. Well, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your input, and we appreciate it, brother. Live this Saturday
appreciate
night
you,
on ESPN Plus pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. Adesanya versus Costa. Take care, Wilmer. I appreciate you.
Hey, take care, my brother.